Hi everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here. This time reviewing on issue 1 of Jedi vs. Sith. Now as you know, Jedi vs. Sith is meant to feature Darth Bane, who did appear in the 6th season of Star Wars The Clone Wars and other Star Wars media. And keep in mind, Jedi vs. Sith is meant to give the introduction to the rule of two, as well as the introduction to Darth Bane's potential apprentice. And the cover mainly has Jedi vs. Sith in the wall. And we see how, on a sort of planet years ago, we see how, a father and his sons are kind of scavenging for any sort of items they can sell. And we see how one of the kids ends up finding a lightsaber. And we see the father saying, "What's that, Mickey? What did you find?" "A lightsaber. It's terrific." And we kind of see how, turns out the lightsaber belongs to Darth Bane. And we see him saying, "Spare him, O Lord, he's the youngest, the last one I have. Why did you have to slay them first? Why did you have to see it?" And kills off the father. And we see how on a swamp-like world, we see how two brothers and their cousin are playing like every normal kid. And we see how, basically Bug as well as Tomcat are meant to be brothers squabbling, where Rain is the cousin who still sees the world like a child. And we kind of see how, an old Jedi Master is looking for recruits for their potential war against the Sith. And we see how, Tomcat and Bug's father introduces them to the Jedi Master. And this does show that, while the Jedi do questionable things, it makes sense that due to the Sith War, it means they have to kind of do questionable things to try and help kind of strengthen their numbers. And we see how Rain wants to go as well, so we kind of see how, her cousin gets the idea to use the Force to make it look like she has it, despite Tool not really finding it a little bit suspicious how she seems to have done it. But we see how, back on the planet Rosen, we see how Lord Hoth is letting know about the war against the Jedi and the Sith, but of course, they basically know their numbers are dwindling and need more reinforcements. And we do kind of see how even Lord Hoth is letting know about them bringing in more children and all this, and he's not really happy. And we do kind of see how, on Tool's ship, we do kind of see how Bug and Tomcat basically have a go at each other for bringing basically Rain into the front lines. And we do kind of see them basically arguing in that. And we kind of see how, Tomcat basically meets two siblings who are implied to be of royal blood. And we do kind of see how he points out that on his home world that they can't say their real names due to their sort of superstitious beliefs on their home planet. And we see how as soon as they look out the window, it's basically Russen as a big forest-like planet. And we do kind of see how Rain says, Tomcat, did you see it?" "Yes, Rain." And we kind of see how, they get attacked by Sith vessels. And we do see how, due to the siblings not taking this too seriously, they end up getting killed. And this is Rain's first step into kind of realizing and seeing that the world isn't like a giant plaything. And we do kind of see how Rain basically ends up getting thrown overboard from the ship. And we do kind of see how, Master Tool says, "Yo, we're saved. Do you hear me, boys and girls? We're saved." And we do kind of see how, Darth Bane makes it to an old shaman who says, "There is blood in your body. You have come for a cure. I know who you are. I will not give you the cure. And we see him point out that he's not afraid, and even shows off his kind of unable to feel pain. So, of course, Darth Bane thinks of the most logical thing by basically using the sort of medicine man's daughter. And, of course, this is Darth Bane knowing how to kind of break people emotionally and use it to his advantage. And yeah, the next story is going to lead up to issue 2. So I think issue 1 isn't a great start, but it's building up something interesting. This is where we're gonna see Darth Bane's future apprentice eventually become the starting point to the Rule of Two, and we do kind of see how, yeah, the Jedi do questionable things, but there is always some good or bad intentions behind it. And sometimes, yeah, when you're in war, you have to do questionable and logical things if you are to win to prevent future problems. So I think this one definitely deserves a thumbs up. Well, not the greatest, not the best, it's still readable. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.